Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Wisco Boater channel. My name is Chad, and today I am back up in Sturgeon Bay to do some boat polish. This is a really good shot showing how shiny the compound makes the fiberglass, but you can see a line right here. I just wiped off this area, that's dust. And then the light being where it is, you can actually see nicely where the cloudiness starts, right there. A little over halfway done with compounding the red. So this is my new U-joint, a $640 piece. And this gentleman here, Brian from Skipper Buds, is using the special tool in here to get it put in there.
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to have the spanner wrench here to secure. I'm just trying to get it torqued to the right spec. Of course, it doesn't want to stay on.
Here, what if I hold on to the drive and
I'm not worried about the drive. The teeth on these just don't grab all that well all the time.
Yeah.
And it's probably sitting right there. Just need it to click. Yep,
there we
like
go.
I said, it's probably sitting right there. All right.
Sweet.
So that's now installed, and we'll pressure test it to make sure there's no leaks.
Sean sent me the pictures of the old one that was pitted, and
yeah, it just had developed that wear ring right on the outside, and it's one of those, you know, until we take it apart, there's no way to tell.
Yeah.
And I don't think your impeller setup's not too bad, if I remember right. Like to get to your water pump.
Yeah.
But there's some that they're just a nightmare.
There it is. It's pressure checked, tested. It holds pressure. You can see the gauge right there, holding pressure. So it's all good. Brand new U-joint, yoke and all. So he'll get the case filled back up with gear lube today, and then on Monday it'll go back on the boat. Pretty sweet. I don't know if I can show this, if I can do enough pressure with the buffer, but I'm gonna do this in slow motion. If you look at the gold leaf, when I push hard on this, there's enough static that it creates a little bit of a show. Okay, so everything from the rub rail down has been compounded. red and white along here on both sides. Looks, except for this little spot right here. You can see where it's cloudy right here. Holes in the way. So I'll have to figure that out later, but it's almost time for them to come lock the doors here, so glad I have all the compounding done on the rub rail and lower. Tomorrow I'm either going to polish everything from the rub rail down or compound the top side. Gotta decide what to do there. Not sure which would be best use of time, but just about time to go for the night. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little video in here again of the ships that are here at Sturgeon Bay, the winter fleet. That is the James Barker. Looks like they've tented the whole starboard side of the ship. I would imagine it's getting some new paint. Right next to the Barker, right there's the Thunder Bay, and there's another bridge right there. I don't know which boat that is. I'm gonna try and drive by fairly slow, but there's really no place to get any real good footage of the ships as they sit in their winter berths. But there are a lot of ships here. Last couple weeks ago when I was here, there was probably 8. I bet there's 12 or 14. Very cool. I love this stuff. Let me see what kind of footage I can get without getting in trouble. Okay, as mentioned, there's the Barker. A lot of this is old shipyard stuff. Through there you can see the Edgar Spears back there. And between the Barker and the Edgar Spears, American Integrity. Sorry about the fence again. You just can't really get good shots of the ships. And then here we've got the Thunder Bay, which was the bridge I just mentioned. There's another 1 or 2 smaller ships sitting there. Can't see because of the building. And then the Joseph Block and John Munson. Masabi Minor is out there. Actually, it's just one sitting there, which is, oh, that's the Wilfred Sykes sitting next to the Joseph Block there in Thunder Bay. This building right here is where the new ship is being built, due out in 2022 or 23, I think. Just commissioned a couple years ago. They're working on it. Let's see. So there's the Masabi Minor again. There's another 1 or 2 sitting on the other side of the Minor. Here we have American Mariner and the H. Lee White. That's the little bit of better footage I got before of the winter fleet. And this building right here is the actual Fincantieri yacht building, where Palmer Johnson used to build some very awesome yachts. There's me. So yeah, there's the Fincantieri building. So hope that was cool to see. I love the Great Lakes ships. Just absolutely fascinated with them. 3 o'clock in the morning last night, I got up and couldn't sleep and was sitting by the window at the cottage, which is right on Lake Michigan, and I saw a ship go by, probably about 5 or 6 miles out. Looked it up this morning. I believe it was the Algoma American, or American Algoma, something like that, Canadian registered ship that was on its way to Chicago. And I'm gonna take a little bit of a different route in here this morning to get over to Skipper Bud's, where my boat is, just because I got 25 minutes before they unlock the building, and I'm only like 5 minutes away, so. I hate through the windshield shots, but there you can see Fincantieri Bay Shipbuilding. These are their offices, which used to be Palmer Johnson. Kind of a crappy morning for a walk, but that's the Oregon Street Bridge. The Michigan Street Bridge is underneath. See, the water is nice and frozen. But I wanted to come over to see if I could get a closer look at that tugboat sitting over there called the Cheyenne. I saw this on Instagram the other day. Didn't know where it was docked, and I was driving by this morning on my way to Skipper Bud's, which is right over there, other side of the river. And I saw the Cheyenne sitting here, so I don't know how close I can get to it, but I'm gonna walk over here a little bit. It's kind of a sleety, snowy, gross morning. Okay, I've decided to go ahead and continue the compounding of the white top side rather than doing the polish on the red and below the rub rail. I just want to get the compounding done, and then that way next time I come back I can just work on the polish. So I don't know if I'll get the entire top side done. Well, I know I won't. My goal for this morning is to get the top side white on the freeboard section of the freeboard up to the bow rail. I will for sure be able to get this side done, and then I'll work on the other side if I have time. And then the next time I come back, I'll get up on the bow and actually work on the compounding the deck up there. So I've only got about 2 hours to work this morning, so time to get moving. Update about halfway. Got the lettering all nice and shiny, and you can see a definite improvement. Now it's still very swirly, obviously it hasn't been polished yet, but the compound polish, the fast cut stuff, really shows swirls in the white a lot more than in the red. But you see where the light reflects there and it goes into the chalky part. Just a massive difference. Topside white is done up to the bow rail. Got a nice compound shine. Lots of swirls to take care of, but it looks 100 times better already. So really, really pleased with this product. It is 11 a.m. and it's time for me to boogie out of here. So I'm gonna put some final thoughts together as I'm driving. So thanks for watching this video, everybody. Final thoughts coming up. All right, so I just left Sturgeon Bay, and so here's my final thoughts on this video on the process of compounding a gel coat. And if you don't have any interest in the final thoughts, don't worry about it. Just stop the video here, and because all I'm gonna do is to talk about compounding and then end the video. So compounding gel coat is a couple things. Number one, it's both easier than I thought it would be, and it takes longer than I thought it would. The compound is important to take away the cloudiness that is present in gel coat over the years. In my boat, I don't know the last time it had a compound. I waxed it when I got it, but didn't do the whole compound process. So this is the first time that I've done a full compound polish and wax, and this boat needed it badly. Red is really bad. Red gel coat's really bad for getting cloudy. It's hard to take care of. But even the white on this boat, as you've seen in these videos, is just chalky. It's not even cloudy, it's just chalky. You run your finger along the white gel coat, and you actually would come away with white dust on your fingertips because it's that chalky. So compounding, the first step here with this fast cut, fairly easy to do. You don't have to be super precise. It works immediately, and when I come along with the Aqua 2000 Buff polish, that will take care of swirls and stuff, and I'll probably be a little bit more careful and probably even slower with that polish. The time that it takes, I thought that I would be up here for a weekend, maybe 2, in order to get this done. This is my second weekend. I'm only, I'll say I'm 3/4 of the way done with the compounding. Now, the first weekend I was up here, I intended to work on it quite a bit more than I was able to, but the other stuff that I was working on took longer than I thought. So I ended up working about 3 hours with the compound last time, and this trip was all about polish, but the limited time that you have in the buildings in the winter really cuts out a massive chunk of time. So I got up here at 1 o'clock yesterday. They locked the building at 4, so I worked 3 hours yesterday. They don't open the building on Saturdays until 9. So I thought I was going to be in there at 7, so I lost 2 hours there, and I had to leave at 11 because I have other commitments today. So 2 hours. So I have a total of 5 hours this weekend, in addition to the 3 before. So I've got 8 hours in it of compound polishing, and I'm 3/4 of the way done. So if I do the math right, it's going to take me another 2, probably 3, to get the rest of the white compounded, because I got to do the whole other starboard side of white, and then I also have to do the bow, the deck on the bow, which isn't as big of an area as it sounds, because a lot of the bow is that knurled finish, so you can walk on it, and the sun pad goes out there, so there's not a whole lot of surface area on the bow that has to be done. So I'm guessing 2.5 to 3 hours to finish up the white, and then I got to start the polish. And I don't know if that's going to go slower or faster. I know I'm going to have to be very careful about making sure I get rid of all the swirls created by the compound fast cut. So I'm anticipating at least another 8 hours, probably more like 10 hours on the polish, and then I gotta wax it. So I'm gonna have to plan at least 2 more trips in order to get this done. Now it's the first of, today is February 1st. I have a work trip coming up, and when I get back, I doubt I'll have enough time to get up here before Brittany goes on a trip. And then when she gets back, I've got a couple of weeks before I go on another work trip, which is going to be a 15-day trip. And at that point, it will be April 7th or 8th, something like that. And the boat's going to go in the water in like mid to the end of April. So time is getting really, really short. I'm glad I got the helm done. The servicing on the boat's going to be all finished up. Drive's going back on Monday. Looking forward to a great 2020 boat season. So the compounding it's an enjoyable, relaxing experience for me. I kind of like doing the mindless stuff that you can just kind of get lost in thought. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and send me some comments. And we'll see you next time on the Whisker Boater channel. This is it for Clifford for a little while, so we'll be back on the channel with some Bosun 11 work. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.